Hi guys, welcome to another episode of It Lurks Below. My name is Wilfred. Today's video is to walk through with you the latest improvement on the survival tree as well as some of the tweak on the wizard. And I'm just going to go through the trees, and I thought it's a good idea that you see the rationale behind certain decisioning of the survival tree as well as the wizard. Now, this game is developed by Mr. David Brevet, and for those who would like to interact with him, feel free to join the Discord server. And I've been asking him how is this game going to be like after it exceeds the early access. And he made the commitment that he will continue working on this game and interacting with the community because that is what he enjoyed doing, just listening to all the feedback that there is and keep continuing to improve the game. I think that is where his passion lies. And it's really cool about it. I mean, you guys should just join the Discord. But anyway, the latest patch note mentioned about the survival tree that's being reset, and also no more fertilizer, which is kind of good because I didn't think that you would require fertilizer anyway with the new revamp of the cooking and the farming, and also a little bit more on the space-time books whereby you can reset the dungeon or go into higher difficulties. It doesn't make sense for you to be able to unlock Inferno before you even hit a certain level kind of thing. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. Just to recap, the normal mode is about level 1 to 35, and the nightmare is a higher kind of a level tier. So that is a little bit of level requirement so that you don't get to unlock things that are too hard for you. Then all the wizard ancient items has been reset and gold refunded. And I think now we need more gold to unlock. We'll see how it goes. But the good thing about it is that the Firestorm Opus, which is my favorite tree, has new nooks to it. So I'll take a look at the how this thing works. And the cool thing about the pet is that now it has a night source. So I believe with the Phoenix in place, you will see area around you. So that's really, really cool. I'm just going to go into the game itself and showcase to you the tree itself. All right, so now if you take a look at the my wizard, I've got a few things here. So let me see whether I have enough food to eat or not. I think I have enough food. So let's take a look at the survival tree. So the first page is about the mining itself. Mining, all in all, do you need some of this pickaxe? It depends on I think this tool here is fine. I think this is fine as well. But initially when you first started, I think the most important thing is on the cooking and farming part. So you have the second one, which is cooking and farming of various kind of different food, and then also the crop seeds and foraging, which is foraging is for the mushroom, and then you have the alchemy and scrolls. I think this is the new one, or actually I think these are roughly the same. Yeah, I think roughly the same. I'm just trying to see what are the changes here. Maybe there's some kind of yeah, these are all the same so far. So these work in progress. And then there are still two work in progress. So let's see. Now, my suggestion when it comes to the survival tree is to start with the most important thing is the chicken farm, because I think eggs will just keep popping out whether it's spring or winter. So winter, you cannot grow anything. The only thing that grows is probably, like chicken eggs. So I would just say start with the chicken co-op. That will give you a lot of free eggs along the way, and then you want to have a small chance that 2 eggs are spawning instead of 1. Then you want to have 2 co-ops instead of 1, so you have 2 of them, and then 25% more feed from eggs and egg dishes. So this would be my first recommendation for you to at least get it going, because with the egg you just constantly have food, and it's a good supplement to your survival kind of ability. All right, so that is my first recommendation. Then after that, you probably would like to take a look at the various kind of options here. Now, faster mining is always good, especially if your character don't really go fast, like cleric or some that require you to do a lot of digging. It's good to go faster in mining, because when you are at 200% of base speed, you literally can mine things really fast. Even as you level up your survival rank, it's good to have this unlocked as well, because mining for odds that of appropriate of your level will actually give you quite a fair bit of the survival XP, which is here, the survival XP. So, this is something good to have, but I think the most important thing is survival, which is food. Now, the food is that you can have a variety of spring food, summer, and so on and so forth. So I would say start with the season that you are in. For example, you are in spring, then you start with a spring kind of recipe. And I think that is kind of good. And then you can have the kind of like, you want to have spring food that will provide the benefit. So some of these are standard food, like, just no buff at all, but this one will have buff. And after that, you can have like, extend all food buff by 25%. You can have the resistant to all for any food buff, and then another resistant rating for all. For a wizard, for example, the DPS actually depends on resistance, rating, so all this become very, very desirable for wizard. For example, I'm playing a wizard, by the way, but if you take a look at this part here, also very interesting. You may not need to unlock everything in one shot, but I would strongly recommend you to start looking into extra harvest, things like this one. Extra harvest is good because you will plant, you're going to have extra harvest, and then you got to have all the stack size, and then chance to create a seed when harvesting a crop, and then after that, more survival experience while harvesting. I mean, this is really, really good. Another thing is about the seed itself. So you can have the 10% chance and planting two crops per seed. That's good. And then compost, and more XP, and then after that, get a chance to have a second seed when extracting from a crop. So all these are very, very good to have. All right. So now then the next bit is whether I think the meat dish is good because it helps you to have a different variety of food as well. The mushroom dishes are also good, right? So that's a thing that you want to do. For winter, you probably eat a lot of meat. So this is the part whereby you put in quite a fair bit of kind of like points to it, so as to get more feed from the meat dishes. And then the next bit that's important. I think these are the main thing that is important. I mean, if you are not up to here, I think that's really good. One thing that's good is that to have the mushroom station. So for example, this thing here is called mushroom station. Mushroom station will enable you to just have free mushroom as it grow. So you can actually grow a mushroom station. If you unlock this part, then you could have you just need to have the wood, cobblestone, certain kind of mushroom, another mushroom, and the compost, and then you can make a mushroom station. But since now I have it, is there a need for, there are 2 eggs there, see? Since I have it, is there a need for me to unlock it right now? Probably not. So there's something that I can skip doing. It's a bit of cheating because I've already got the mushroom station. There's no point unlocking it anyway. So I can unlock other things like, so I think summer food is good, autumn food is good. Once you have all these things, you can get all these things here. So now it becomes like a full tree. So it's very nice. And then this one is good as well. So I would recommend doing this after you've done all your food, solve your food problem, and so on. All right. So that is the bit. Now, if you are going into nightmare mode, this one will be good because you can create. You can till any dirt block, so that you can plant anything. There's no limit to only 2 pots here. So it's always good. Meanwhile, since I've still at points here, 4 points, I think the meat is important because I eat a lot of meat. So, but in this game, especially, so that is one that could work. I've got 2 more points, so I think I may want to go for extra mushroom. The rest of it, I just want to make sure that I'm fine. So this one is also very good. I mean, the potion, health potion, if you use it a lot, then it's good. If you need craft, I don't think I need to have potion, so I don't really need to do it that much. Those of you who like to use scroll, you can go down this path as well, help you to lengthen the scroll effect by 50%, and the scroll effect remain through death as well. So you can just use all the scroll that you need, and it just it will not expire. So that is really good. Meanwhile, for me though, I mean, I think before I hit nightmare mode, I would like to unlock this too. But meanwhile, because I'm still leveling up anyway, so I think for me, what would be important would be the mushrooms. So I'm just going to get more mushrooms along the way here, and probably get all the way until here, and I'll stop there because I don't think I'll eat the mushroom directly, because some of the mushroom is harmful. It may hurt you, but when you make dishes, I don't think it's going to hurt you anyway. So I'm going to stop here. But then after that, I'll unlock this one. Whether I do this or not, well, I mean, you could actually grow crystal as well, but you know, that is just, yeah, you may. So this is the farming bit. You can do a lot of like just get the crops out, you know, and eggs as well. Let me just grab some eggs while I'm at it. I'm pretty sure I need to cook something here because I think I'm getting hungry very soon. So I'm just going to do a bit of cooking here. Yeah, I think, yep, that's it. Then let's just eat 2 of them. All right, so now that I can continue talking for a while. So that is the survival tree and advice upon it. Now, as for the wizard tree, this is interesting, by the way. This is the point whereby you could you know, increase your damage multiplier, or increase your hit point, or increase your mana point, and increase your resistance rating. I don't really see a lot of like, you know, like, why do I need mana point? I don't know. I mean, I'm still trying to understand the whole mana thingy. But let's just say I stopped here for a while, and let's say that I want to look into my tree here. So now I've got 27 points. For the wizard, I can have the I have 5 class, you know, ancient. So each one of them has a tree on its own. So these are like the ancient here, like Firestorm Opus, Translocation, Thunderstorm Tax, and the Book of Frozen Shield, as well as a Familiar Folio. Now I'm not going to go through all of them because I've done it in the last video. So now how this one works is that it's very much like a classic RPG, ARPG in the past as well. That this is the part whereby you increase the rank of the Firestorm Opus. So right now it does 75 damage. So if you put 1 point to it, it becomes 150. Next one is 350. So it go like that. You can reduce the cooldown from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, and you can also increase the range by 25%, which I find it very useful because the range itself will determine how big the whole thing is. You know, when I use the Firestorm Opus, I gain kind of fire crit or lightning crit, or, you know, chance to burn target, you know, kind of thing. So there are a variety here that you could unlock, or you can increase your damage by your intelligence times 2. So if you do put points into intelligence, then you could explore the option of that. You can turn this into a passive that, you know, whenever I use mana, I would infect the you know, just trigger the Firestorm itself, which I don't think I want to, because I want to have control over it, or you know, some other utility. So I would say I put like 3 points to it, and because this one I need kind of like powerful in a sense, and cooldown reduction is always good. I can pop more in terms of the instead of 10 seconds become 8 seconds. I think that's good. I probably need to put more in it, but I want to show you other trees as well. So this is the translocation. It's fantastic. I would like to make it like a 1 second kind of like 3 second recharge, and the other one is 1 second recharge as well. I may go for it, in fact. But in what I find it very useful is that when you use your Olympus, you gain resistance for all 3 seconds, which is kind of nice because, you know, my DPS depends on the resistance, because my resistance will translate to my elemental damage. So this is good. This is also good. So there's many good things here. By the way, this is good. Then this is very good because I have a chance to instantly. Okay, so this is new. Previously, okay, so this is a new one. Yeah. So okay, so yeah, I think they make some changes here. So this is the one that when I use my Firestorm Opus, I before I translocate, I'll do a damage at my current location, which is good, and this is at the target location, which is good. I do find that this is also good, by the way, because it does extend. But it's a chance, so it's not so good. Sorry. So the you know, I don't really fancy the Thunderstorm Tax. By the way, this one refreshes it. I got a chance to do it, but I found that it's a little bit of like you know, hit and miss, because when I use Thunderstorm Tax, it may or may not hit the target. So it kind of like it just go everywhere. It sometimes bounce, but it just doesn't quite hit the target sometimes. So I would say this is a good thing. So I'm just going to do a little bit more damage here, but I'm going to stop here because I need to put in other things as well. But yeah, this is overall what I would like to go for. Now this is a Thunderstorm tax. Now Thunderstorm tax itself, it doesn't seem to be very fantastic, but I think the good thing about it is that this boat lasts now PS. Now I think this one would be useful if you research all the way down there, because the boat will pierce. I think there's some of the sometimes it gives you a little bit of like a buff to various kind of option, which I don't really do that. So I definitely need this one, at least 2 pawn in it. Then extra boat is good, man. This is like more boats here. Now then this one here will increase the DPS of the Thunderstorm tax. Maybe that's why it wasn't fantastic for me. And then last longer. Top has to be 3 ranks. So this one the boat lasts longer, and then it pierces as well. Why not I give it a try, because I haven't tried that before. But I must be level 29, so I can't do it right now. Sorry guys, but that is something that I would like to further drill down on, because I think that make the Thunderstorm tax more powerful. Right now it's so because it's not that empowered yet. So this is the one that is shielding. So I find that shooting is very important. It does help me to survive better. So I put 2 pawn in it. Then the show. Okay, so what the shooting does is that it absorbs, and then after that, if I get hit, it shoot a line of piercing bolt, freezing enemy, no damage. So so I think the kind of like it's good to have a recharge as well. So that is definitely a plus. And then every time it will decrease the Thunderstorm tax, or increase your minion attack speed. And you have if you have a familiar active, gain 10% base point of shielding. So because I have a familiar, so I think these are all good, right? So topmost must be 3. Okay, so this is the one. All right, so now I don't really have a lot of going on with my familiar, unfortunately, but I don't think that it is really that good. So so I think I'll just put like 1 pawn here, which is damage to each elemental. Then I think the one that I probably would go for, I'm not really too concerned about it dies, because it seldom dies. So, but one that is good is that when I use it, use Olympus, which is to teleport, my Phoenix does attack all around it using a random element for 3 seconds. So damage is my elemental resist, so that is good. So yeah, that's something that I would want to go for it. But do I really want to put that many points to it? I'm probably not quite sure whether I need to or not. So that is the bits of it. But I think all in all, it depends on my elemental resist, and which I kind of like go into elemental resist as well. So I may want to just go like 1 pawn here. Are there any things that I would like to put into that I have not got a chance to put into yet? I think that would be the pawn that I would like to. Wow, I can actually do like 1 second recharge to make it a really I can go really go somewhere really quick. And this is good, man. This is the resistance. Resistance is my buff, and then if you augment with this one as well. So I think if I have 2 points to spare, I will do 1 each here, so that I can extend the buff, ancient buff, which is the 5% resistance to this one translate to 5% of the damage output, extend it by another 3 seconds, which is kind of good. Yeah. So, but I think meanwhile, I think meanwhile there's a lot of things that I'm thinking that meanwhile I think the range is more important to me. All right. So that is my build and my set, and I think all in all I still would like to go for attack power, because damage multiplier to me is probably more important than anything else. So I'm just like that, and that's it. This is my wizard, and this is my wizard ready for this new patch. So I hope you enjoy this very nice walkthrough on the new skill and so on. And if you have any question, do drop me a note here. Till next time you see, have fun with whichever game you play, especially if you play EAv0.04.24a. Bye.